I hate working and work culture. Like, what do you mean I have to stand around all day, pretend I give a shit, take orders from this guy or girl or non-binary who doesn't even care about their job? They don't even do their job half the time. I hate management. Management is like such a cushy job. You literally don't do anything. You bark orders at people all day. Maybe you fill out a little bit of paperwork, and then you go home and you call off whenever you want, and you leave work early whenever you want, and all your problems are above everyone else's problems because you're higher up on the ladder, on the chain of command. Like, fuck that. I'd rather just, put on a silly little outfit and then take pictures of me in like little cute poses and have guys give me money. But yeah, no, I literally hate working and work culture. I can't stand a job for longer than 6 months before I get burnt out and I just need to like not work for the next 2 days to 3 months. But that's how I feel about work culture. Eyeball reveal.
Some of y'all are going to be mad about this one, and that's okay. But you see, I've worked retail most of my adult life. And if there's one thing in retail that I absolutely hate, it's when a customer comes in right before you close. If you've worked in retail too and you don't like it when a customer comes in at the last minute, make sure you follow or subscribe. But this one night, we had a guy come into our store about 5 minutes before we closed, and I walked up to him in my best customer service voice, very polite, and said, "Sir, we're closing in 5 minutes, so just so you know." Y'all, I'm not joking with you one bit. This dude looked at me straight in my face and said, "You will close when I'm done shopping." Okay, boo-boo, you know what? After all, the customer's always right. You are correct. I will close after you're done shopping. So I went about my business, did all my closing routines. This man shops for an additional 35 minutes after we close and then rolls up to my register with his smug grin on his face. He goes, "I'm ready to check out now." And I said, "Well, it sucks to be you because we closed 35 minutes ago and I've already shut down all the registers." He was big mad, but I'm petty enough to waste your time and my time. I love y'all. Stay petty.
See, give me one or two hard-working motherfuckers that's ready to get down in them trenches and get dirty and got your back, instead of them 6 lazy fucking idiots that don't know a damn thing about a damn thing and want to lay up on your damn leg.
Happy last day to me from the most soul-sucking, horrific job I've ever had in my life. Today is my last day. I am officially done. I'm leaving, you guys. I'm no longer a corporate slave, you guys. Woo!
$685 for my rent, $290 for my car, $146 for my car insurance, $200 for my credit card payments per month, $130 for my loan, $50 for my phone, $50 for my internet, $100 for my power, $120 for gas per month, $300 for food per month, $90 for my life insurance policy. That goes out to $2,161. I'll round down and say that's going to cost me $2,150 per month. If I divide that by 30, because most months have 30 days, that means I need to make $71.60 to be able to survive. How do I make $71.60 every single day? That's the plan. How do I make $71.60 per day?
Does anyone else just hate their job? I don't have anything cute or quippy to say. I just feel like it's sucking the life out of me sitting at a computer every day. I want to be outside foraging, maybe building something. That sounds nice. Doing anything other than this. Anybody else feel like that?
I think it's the weirdest shit ever that everyone's expected to go through life and play a character all day at work, basically. Make your social media private, make everything private. Don't let them see who you really are because you have to pretend to be someone else at work. I don't get it. Why can't we just be ourselves? Why do we have to play a character and say all this corporate lingo and talk a certain way and act a certain way? I get professionalism, but I feel it goes beyond that, where it's everyone has to put on a whole different face to go to work. And then once you're done with work, you can be yourself again. Who came up with that? And like, why? I also think it mostly pertains to like the corporate world versus like any sort of type of creative work, but still just doesn't seem right.
Corporate American jobs, you guys do a lot of things that sucks. Just being honest. You guys have a lot to improve on. Now, I'm not saying all corporate American jobs are doing this, but the vast majority seem to be. So let's talk about some of the things that sucks that corporate American employers are doing to employees that make absolutely zero sense. Number one, making employees give a 2 weeks notice. Why should they have to give a 2 weeks notice when you don't give them 2 weeks when you lay them off? Like, you guys have this tendency to just lay people off unexpectedly and make decisions behind closed doors to lay employees off, and they get no notice. You know, you might say something like, you have 6 months to find another job, but we're going to lay you off. We're eliminating your position. Or you just tell them the same day, hey, today's your last day. We're no longer needing your services. Like, that is very cold. But yet you want employees to be loyal to you and give you a 2 weeks notice so they can be eligible to rehire. Nonsense. Another thing that corporate America does that makes absolutely zero sense is the application process, the way they design and structure it. Like, they have stuff on there about, are you a veteran? You know, veterans preference, right? They ask these questions because if you're a veteran, they're pretty much obligated to give you an interview, but they're not obligated to hire you. With all these homeless veterans that we have in the USA, you would think that they would prioritize their veterans a lot better, right? But they seem to not. Now, yes, there are entities like the post office, for example, that seem to hire veterans at a higher ratio, but across the board, with job skills, especially veterans who have a disability that can affect their physical performance, a lot of them, to your surprise, seem to not get these jobs that, you know, they advertise and try to attempt to show appreciation. Also, they ask, what race are you? Why are you asking what race people are? Like, if race doesn't matter, then why are you asking? You claim it's for, equal opportunity employment. But if you're a racist in your heart, do you really think that you're going to value equal opportunity? Let's be real. The only reason you're asking that is to say that you interviewed a certain amount of candidates so that way you can look like on the surface that you're giving an opportunity, but you're not obligated to hire them. So what good is that opportunity if you're a racist in your heart? Makes no sense. Another problem is the who you know, not what you know, but who you know. What is the point in people working their butts off to go out here and strive to like get a job, and then the employers are sitting here hiring people like from somebody they already know? Like, companies do this a lot. You ever had a position where you're like literally qualified? It's what you do, and they hire somebody else and they give you no explanation, and you find out later, if you do your research, it's somebody within. The only reason they're posting that job is because they're obligated to, so that way they can look like they gave everybody an opportunity. All these laws that they make are just to give people opportunities, but they really use it to disguise their inability to be fair, because they don't care. They really just, a lot of these employees just want to hire people who they know, not what you know. So we got a lot of improvement. Stay tuned. I'm going to make a part 2.
Anyway, I'm going home now. I feel physically, mentally, emotionally unwell.